Hey, what is up YouTube? It is Matty and welcome back to this farming series that we've been doing. So hope you're going to enjoy this, guys. It's a brand new episode in the Road to Max Legos and Heroes, and yeah, as you can see, my storages are now empty. All my builders have sort of come free, and I have, apart from two Seeking Air mines, which I'm sure I'm going to sort soon, maxed out the defences on Town Hall 8. In my lab as well. Firstly, I want to show the new clan at the moment, which is the Emphatic Elite, and I have got our feeder clan, the Emphatic Farm as well. They so the Emphatic Farm, as you can see, about 34 members, and the Elite clan was a 15 versus 15 clan, and we're basically just practicing on war. At the start of this video, you can see I had 175 skulls and 75 Legos. We're just going to show you what they look like on the map. Oh, missed the drag there. But obviously the aim of the series is to max all these walls out. So we are, I don't know what the fraction is, about a fifth of the way, which is pretty exciting. You know, being able to spend all my money straight onto walls. I've got, as I said, I've got one lab upgrade left, which is now going to be the just thinking Valkyries to level 4. So no elixir upgrades and just a couple of Seeking Air mines. Here's an example of my attack log, just to show you. There's quite a few snipes, some not so big raids in there. So it's not all. I've had a bit of a dry spell, obviously, when I recorded this video, and then a nice raid to finish up. And what we're going to do now is go through some of the actual good raids I've been able to get in between now and then. So yeah, I haven't been able to do as many YouTube videos as I wanted in the last couple of days. I want to do more episodes in the Learn and Go Wipe series. I want to do more episodes of this, and basically just speed it up, because you might have noticed, you know, there's not a huge difference to my base on the amount of Legos I've actually been able to do. And that's because I've been sort of away all weekend. I went to Chester with the family and like the brother-in-law and all that sort, and Sarah, my wife's nan. So we had a weekend away. I mean, I had Wi-Fi there, but because it was just so packed with going out places and doing stuff and looking after Ben, it's just really hard to get the time to A, clash, and B, record anything. And you know, it's I've got quite a busy life, really. It's I mean, I work full time 9 to 5. I do well, yeah, have to get home, you know, faff around getting Ben to bed, getting dinner sorted, and by the time it's like I'm able to do any clash or anything like that, it's late in the evening. So props to the people that manage that. Well, to those of YouTubers that don't have that going on at the moment, who may be still in school or whichever, you've got it easy right now. It is harder to find time. People like Daddy, I'd imagine, experience the same, where it's quite, you know, you have to, YouTube is a hobby and you have to do it, I suppose, around your life. Life does get in the way of Clash of Clans, but thus is life. Nice raid there, as you can see, about 600,000-700,000 loot. Nice bit of dark as well. And most of the raids that we're going to be seeing are again dead bases that you used to seeing in my previous couple of episodes. I've noticed a bit of a dry spell, I'd say, in the last couple of days. I've been around the 2,500. So what I'm probably going to do is pushing back up a little bit to the 27, 28, see if I can find some good dead bases there. If not, maybe even push a little bit higher. I don't want to go lower. I need to start getting back on the dark farming as well. But I'll show you what's going on with my heroes when we get back into it. So a lot of people will say, what? Well, firstly, if you looked at the amount of troops I brought in this raid, it was basically half an army. To summarise it, I'm an idiot. And sometimes I just forget that my troops have to train, and I just go in, start searching, find a base, like, yeah, and then, oh shit, just realised I've got pretty much no troops, and that is essentially what happened here. So what I'm trying to do now is just use my troops as efficiently as possible to make sure I get the maximum amount of loot. So I've already had 240,000 gold. I'm not going to get the win. I'm just trying to get all that elixir, because all those pumps are pretty full. And as you can see, the 4 minions in the top left, as well as those bottom minions, doing a good job in getting it all out of those pumps. So for a third of an army or whatever it was, not bad. No rage spells, no hero, just the CC. 9 loons and a few minions. So anyway, that's that side of it at the moment. A lot of people have been sort of Sorry about the zip there. I've been saying, why don't I use Barch? Sorry about the battery. Instead of Lunian, because it's more, I suppose, cost effective on the elixir side, and obviously now you can blast elixir on walls. It might be a good idea. And the simple answer is, look at this base, the one I'm raiding right now. How much do you actually think I could have got with Barch? Because I'm telling you now, it's not. It's probably not the similar to the amount that I could get with the loons. It just, the risk and the potential you can get when Lunian raiding, I think, is higher than the potential you've got when barching, because it is kind of limited, especially if you haven't got any heroes. So it just opens it up for you. So if you do find a base where the guys put the collectors inside, you've got a few more options. Well, you've got the option to break in deeper, and I think it just gives you the ability to take on trickier bases. So that's the main reason I do it. Although, you know, a lot of people have their collectors on the outside, so I could efficiently do barch farming without much difficulty. So I might try it at some point in this series, but for the most part, I'm happy with Lunian, and it suits me and the sort of bases I find lend. It also means I can take on storage bases as well. So if people have got storages that are accessible via Lunian, then it gives me that option. You can see on this raid, I'm throwing everything at this guy because he had so much loot. I wanted to try and get as much stuff as I could. Maybe I should have thrown a few minions towards the start, the top side of the base, which I didn't do too well. But in the end, I threw that last lightning on there to get the maximum amount of loot and was able to walk away with a nice chunk. So yeah, 247 gold, 311 elixir. Not bad at all. Again, another high raid here. So I hope you're enjoying watching these anyway, guys. You can see there was a hole in the base there as well. I remember this raid. There was a hole on next to all four air defences. I have no idea why. I mean, obviously the guy put the testers there thinking, I'm being clever and putting the testers there, but for something like Lunian, it just makes my job easy. You know, I've pretty much just taken down half the base now with those two air defences gone. I don't know, I can't remember if I had a full army. I think I did on this one, but anyway, I had all my rage spells, which was helpful, especially when trying to take down those air defences. Unfortunately, I didn't place the right amount of loons then, but that expo did go down. The splash damage actually killed the Inferno and the air defence, which was helpful. So now it's a case of I've got 4 loons left. I just want to try and take down those last sort of archer towers and wizard towers that are going to get in the way. Hopefully I'm able to do that, but because they don't kill them from one shot, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And then they should have taken down that whiz tower, and they didn't. So again, it wasn't ideal. Could I have done better? Maybe. But anyway, now all those core sort of defences are down, it's going to be a case of I've got loads of minions, just trying to be as efficient as possible and taking down all the collectors. So it does make it easy when you've cleared a nice pathway for yourself, like I've done. I think there were going to be a couple of collectors that were quite tricky on this base, and you can see on my minion placement whether you think I did a good or a bad job. Oh, speaking of, well, not that, but Benjamin has arrived home from nursery yet with the wife, so you might hear some shouting, screaming and all sorts, but we'll see. I did a lightning on that Tesla, by the way, because I was hoping that the minions were going to take down the dark drill, then take down the Tesla, and then take down the collectors. And you can see they did take down the one. Unfortunately, they didn't go for the other elixir collector. I only had 1 minion left towards the end of the raid, as you can see in my army camp, or my little collectors, to my troops down the bottom left. And I was hoping it was going to go for that gold mine, but it was covered by that wizard tower. Had that wizard tower have died earlier, it would have been a free couple of buildings there. So shame, but I don't know. Other than that, I think I was relatively efficient in this base and was able to walk away with 700,000 loot. So absolute happy days on that one. Next base we're going in. Nice offering on the dark elixir, you can see here. Look at the air defences as well. Pretty easy to take down. Dropped a couple of. I only had 20 loons out of 24. Looks like I had all my spells, all my minions, but no hero as well. So most of an army. Hopefully it's going to pay off for me in this raid, and hopefully I'm going to be able to take down those dark. So what I'm doing now is just taking down those air defences first, because they're obviously the things that when Infernos and Expos on in the mists, the Archer towers are the air defences are things that do the most damage to an air raid. But what I'm trying to do now is use those minions to take down the Queen, because minions are pretty effective at taking down the Queen, and the loons have already cleared a huge area of the base. Now this is the point where I could have done one of two things. I could have done the full rush, which is what I did, or carried on picking the base apart at the bottom side and trying to just take down all those anti-air buildings, but I think there was too many for me to be able to take down all of them. And I think I just wanted, I don't know, maybe I got a little bit impatient and I just wanted to do a full-on rush into the middle, take down the town hall, take down the those drills as much as I could. I think I was interested in the dark elixir that this raid offered as well, so I just tried to do my best. Now the problem is, obviously, the balloons at the bottom are getting hammered by the wizard tower, and it's hurting all of them. So if they weren't so clumped, it would have been a bit better. But and maybe there would have been a 3-star on the table. Some of you might be able to say, yeah, easy 3-star, Matty, but you just work with what you've got, really, and what you can. You know, it's all a learning experience at the end of the day. If you look at the loot I walked away with, the trophies I walked away with, as in the 2-star, it wasn't really that bad. I didn't really miss out on much, to be honest, anyway, so pretty much got everything I came for in this raid. So I'm more than happy with that. 84%, 16 trophies, huge amount of loot as well, especially the dark elixir. Anything over sort of 4,000 is normally, anything over 3,000 I'm happy with. This raid, now the reason I chose it is because it's got one air defense down. The wizard towers aren't very high. It's pretty simple design, had loads of loot, and that was sort of enough for me for it to spike my interest. So what I was trying to do is use little groups of loons to break in towards the air defences. Now at this stage I didn't think I was going to get a 3-star, so what I did is just focused on a full rush on the side where the where the air defence was down, take down those wizard towers, and basically I'm trying to make sure that I can get at least 3 of those gold storages, and the 4th gold storage at the top there, as you can see, is a lower level than the others anyway. So I wanted to get those higher level gold storages, so that's what I made sure of on this raid. And looking at it, the raid's actually going very well. I've already taken down all those gold storages that I was after, moving into the elixir now. And I've got 29 minions left. I mean, I've dropped my CC, so I'm just going to carry on spamming them, actually. And I'm going to do a second wave of attacking the top, because the top wizard tower's down, which meant if as long as there's no air bombs, if their minions clump up, it doesn't really matter. So I've just dumped the rest of them. And at this stage in the raid, I was thinking, this could be a nice easy little 3-star. And when you see the amount of minions I've got left at the end of the raid, it's quite apparent that it was actually quite an easy 3-star, because I've got probably about 45 to 50 minions on the screen there now. And that was that. Look at that raid for a Town Hall 9. Not too heavy on the dark, but the golden elixir was hella nice. You got to also remember when you raid in Masters League that you get the loot bonus. So all these raids, when I'm in M3, I'm getting 75,000 gold, 75,000 elixir, and 400 dark for every raid I win. Obviously in M2 it's a 90, 90, and 500, which is again even better. But I was finding less raids there. So any sort of figure, or when you're calculating how much I'm actually making on these raids, remember that when I walk away with 700,000, that's actually 850,000 if you had the loot bonus of the gold and the elixir in. And because it can all go to walls, it's all effective. Don't know if you can hear in the video there, Benjamin's upstairs, and he's sounds like he's having a bit of a fit, but sounds like Mummy's dealing with it, so not my problem. Whoa, don't tell her I said that. Anyway, going into the last part of this raid, what have we got? Looks like the only last threat is that sort of archer, that air defense at the top. We're getting all the loot pretty much. Got loads of loons left, loads of minions left, loads of the loot's going. So this was a very easy base to raid. Look at that dark drill on the bottom. I might want to focus on that. So at this point, I'm going to be thinking, can I get to that dark elixir now? I'm just trying to see it on my screen, and it looks like it's already. I've already just taken it. So this raid was pretty much a monster raid. 3,000. I mean, over 3k dark, huge amounts of gold and elixir, and guess what? I can also go for the win and take that loot bonus as well. Oh, I'm making myself jealous because I've had a bit of a dry spell on loot lately. But anyway, we're going back to base now. This is obviously the end of the video, and I just wanted to show you that I've now got well, I can do one more wall, which I'm going to do now for you. Just looking at which side I want to do it on. I'm going to do it here, and let's get that last wall done for the video. See how many walls we've got left in the end, and we have 170 skulls, but we've done 80 Legos, so not bad at all. Just an update on the heroes as well. We've got a queen. She is currently upgrading to level 18, which won't be long now, and our king, he is still at 17 at the moment. We're going to be getting him up soon. I've got 80,000 elixir. I've only got 63, but it's because I'm doing I'm warring, and when you war it's hard to do your heroes. But anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. As always, hit me up on Twitter at ClashingMatty. Hit me up on Kick if you want to. A lot of people are doing that now, which is just my name, Matty2387. Hit me up on YouTube by dropping a comment in the section. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Peace out, guys. Let me know your thoughts, as always, and have a good day.